Alright, I think Snow owes me a more exciting game under this Wang Su JJ Jukir friggin' I can't say it. Alias. This isn't his main ladder alias, and I believe that he should be doing more goofy shit, because he has not been doing enough goofy shit. We've done a few games. He did play a Terran game on here, on that alias, which I think was pretty fun. But other than that, no good. He's playing against somebody. I don't know. FDG. Anyway, we get it. It's hotkeys. Very creative naming. And we are on Vermeer. Remember Vermeer? It was a thing for a while. Not anymore. I think map was considered to be too Terran favored, and was just basically unceremoniously abandoned, like a lot of our hopes and dreams. Anyway, feeling goofy today. What's up, guys? It's Arbitor. Back for a little bit of Broodwar casting, having not done so for a little while. We had a pack of around 20 replays that we were planning to cast 2 years ago, and then we kind of took an extended break. Didn't really intend on ever coming back, to be honest. I have left Discord. I have abandoned the alias Arbitor on several platforms, with the only exception being YouTube, actually, where I still have that alias and that account. But on things like Discord and Twitch and whatever, Arbitor is no longer. I will have to maybe consider switching it back on if this becomes an extended re-entry into Broodwar. Time will tell. Time will tell. I just I felt a wave of inspiration to do some casting again, and this is the 10th game I've done this weekend. So I did 7 games yesterday, and this is the 3rd game I'm doing today. It's on a Sunday, and yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun to be back. But I think what I'm definitely very keen on is not doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So I would love to hear from people what is missing in the world of Broodwar casting that you would like to see more of. Please do let me know. I think the world of Seawall is very, very powerful. Oopsie. So is this mouse, apparently. The world of Seawall is very powerful in terms of the ability to filter ladder replays and showcase what happens on the ladder. Perhaps not being used for its full potential at the moment, at least from a YouTube perspective. So maybe there's some opportunity in that. Who knows? Anyway, we're up to 23. And it looks like we're going to be doing something different here. We're getting range, but this pylon is wrong if we're doing a 23 Nexus, so it's going to be later than that. Don't know what Snow is going to be doing. A couple of Marines out here, bunker, no command center. I don't know if he has scouted that or not. There is just a factory being made behind this. Vulture's out already. So he popped out the Vulture before even... well, our Vulture expand's pretty common, actually. 28 Nexus. That is so old school, man. What is up with Snow? He's got 2 Dragoons. He's just made the pylon before, so made the 3rd pylon before. And of course, what's more strange is that Terran is... he's chased this down. Nicely done. Terran has not made a command center yet. There we go. Command center's up and running. Okay, so just slightly unconventional starts from both players, like both players being overly cautious for no apparent reason. And range will finish, and Dragoons with range will show up right now as range finishes. There are no SCVs nearby. He's going to have to pull a couple from the top. There we go. He's going to need 3 SCVs pretty quick smart here. Siege mode is on the way. He's deciding to try and... How has he like 27 shot at that tank and it never died. That's ridiculous. Anyway, all these goons still look pretty healthy. And he's lost that tank. Gonna have to make another one. Probably siege him up here. And that'll be the end of that. Just sending a scouting a CV to check what's happening. So definitely delaying. Getting good value out of the dragoons that he made. And as I predicted, sieges up on the high ground. Shoots that dragoon in the face. Reacts, moves away. And that'll be the end of that. It'll probably chill here for a while. Of course, the risk of sending all your dragoons forward is you are very vulnerable to counter-attacks in terms of drops. I dare say this is something different from Snow. This is a Arbiter build. He is bringing the Robo, the Templar. He's made a very fast Citadel. He's getting a second gas. Yeah, this is an Arbiter build or some sort of Templar play of some kind, a drop. This is not how he plays normally. He's a Reaver player. He's skipping Reaver, predicting, and he's going to go straight into some sort of fast Arbiter or something like that. So we are going to be seeing something different from him today, which I'm grateful for. Thank you, Snow. Also looks like we're going to get a relatively quick third base, so quite excited to see what happens here. Terran just looks like it's doing standard Terran-y things, making an armory, making a second factory, getting all his research out of his machine shop. So pretty standard stuff happening in Terran land. So we're a little bit more curious to see what's happening in Protoss land. So observatory comes up. Shuttle. It's got to be a DT drop. There we go. Definitely felt like it was some sort of DT play. So an Arbiter build but definitely a Templar-esque play from our friend Snow. Observatory's on its way. Here we go. We'll follow the shuttle. He did bring a Dragoon into his own base just to counteract any drop play of his own. And behind this, he shows, now this is such a nice, easy third base to take. 2 pylons, job done. Beautiful. Okay, so there's a turret here. So harassment there is already going to prove challenging. Takes a few shots. The whole army is chasing him back. We know what's in here, so there's no need for us to... wow. Will he get anything done here? Nope. He doesn't have a scanner. Will he shoot the armory? Is he gonna get the armory? I don't want to display it. Then I can't see what the DT is doing. Get the turret! Get the turret! Well, that was fun while I lost it. Alright, so the goons here are still chilling. Third base on its way up. Getting saturated nicely. What's the plan behind this? It is a very fast Arbiter. So yeah, this is the Arbiter build. Now getting all the gateways. He's done this all off of 2 gates. If Terran was so inclined, a little counter attack could be good. Starport coming in. We've got some goons here to intercept bolters as they move on to the map. Setting up a 4th here as well. Looks like he's trying to do the fast 4-base Arbiter play. Nice tracking back there with the goon. Keeps his observer here just to monitor any further move outs. So the Vulture does get past this, so this obviously wasn't Vulture tight. Looking to set up yet another base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 gates. Lots of bases. 2 forges coming up in his 3rd. Every base on this map has a gas, which is why I think it was considered to be 2 Terran favored. And just the closeness of this base and this base. I mean, it's just so easy to go up to 4 or 5 bases. Okay, so we've kept the presence out on the map. Decent amount of map control. Gonna send an observer here and seems to just want to let this pylon die. No, it's going to send some goons now to tidy this up. Okay, so the goon, so he did not make this. Ah, that's such a fail. He meant to make this bolted tight and he didn't. That turret's in the main, so observer just has a free range to see everything. Vultures are checking out what's cooking, so we're up to 4 bases now. Should see a few more gateways being made. Double Arbiter. Wow, so this is a very big commitment to Arbiter play, which is always fun. So we are making, upgrading air weapons, getting Zealot legs, getting armor, 2 forges working. So this is very much a ground-based with Arbiter support build. This is, like I said before, very much not Snow style, but can be fun. We can see what our Terran is doing. He is setting up to take his 3rd. So first command center in, always the easier way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 factories. So definitely going to be powering up now. And Snow hasn't done the optimized build to try and max out at 200 by any stretch. Going for upgrades, buying tech, getting stasis, making another 2 Stargates. So is this going to be a pivot where he starts Arbiter and then goes Carrier? Or is he just wanting to make more Arbiters than you've ever seen before? Let's see, let's see. So he never ever made this vulture proof, but he has got a couple of cannons there. So that will probably help, sending a few goons around here as well. No fighting at this stage, just a lot of patient posturing, some speed zealots moving around. Upgrades still going strong here. We'll have to keep an eye on the movement of the Arbiter. Taking yet another base here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. So 5 versus 3. Very doable as Protoss. When you're 4 versus 3, you are not quite enough bases. That's a nice free probe. Nice positioning on these cannons. I think a lot of the reasons why Protoss doesn't really play this way anymore is it's very, very passive. There's been very little interaction between the 2 players at the first 13-14 minutes. Whereas what you're used to seeing is Reavers, harassment, economic pressure, all those good things. I don't know why he's not using goons to attack these vultures. Okay, anyway, tidies it up. That's that. A couple of cannons here, gas taken. Got a zealot here as well. But just basically moving some vultures around. 64 workers, even game. A big slow build. He's got extra Stargates, but it's only using 2 of them to make Arbiters. Where are his... Oh my god, look at this. This is a clowny amount of Arbiters. You get any Arbiters? How many Arbiters do you want? Six Arbiters. Seems determined to fight vultures with zealots. Is he making more? He's making 4 more arbiters. Well, I can't complain. This is not hallucinate. The man has got 7 arbiters with more to come. Just stasising. He's got so many stasises available. You know, sometimes you can watch a game and just think that commentary is not necessary. This is one of those times. All that fighting, all that stasis, and the supplies are pretty much back where we started. So it's nicely getting on top of your tanks here. The way that he's microing these arbiters is comically good. And the more stasis. Good old snow. 8. Got 8 arbiters, 4 more coming. Frozen that, frozen that. The officers themselves are getting a fair number of kills. He can't seem to get enough Goliaths on the field. Every time he does, he gets some stasis. This is somehow working. Just sheer grinding. So much stasis. Like stasis basically the entire army. This is funny. Mass Arbiter build. Hey, well, oh my gosh, look at the number of Arbiters now. We're up to 11. We have 11 Arbiters. I have no words, man. Against 3-2 mech, he's playing with 11 Arbiters. He's like using them as muters. He's like kiting them. Oh, it's just so funny. Very cool. Well, when I said it might be an Arbiter game, I wasn't kidding. I think Snow could do it taking this gas here. And because of the number of Arbiters he's made. And continues to make. He's making 6 more at the moment. Just mining that one. Gonna take that gas as well. Okay, so he is. You know, Terran's expanded up here as well. So this is a fire-basing Terran. As much as Snow's having fun clowning around, he needs to be careful because it's not... It's not easy to beat a fire-basing 3-3 Terran. Doesn't matter how good your Arbiter micro is. So his Arbiters are here, chilling. It's probably a recall that I missed. My apologies. Banking up a bit runny now. Getting yourself a very decent number of ACVs as well for this. Then we're back here and we're stasising half the army. You can stasis the whole army, really. Not stasis the turrets, but you can attack them. Got +2 air attack, so he has strengthened the little cannons. The last couple of units here will be tidied up, and this will be held off. Lost a few units. This is insane. Like, he's got so few units, but he can just cloak and force Terran to make your turrets, scan, vessels. But this style of play will not scale. $15 zealots and 4 dragoons and 4 arbiters in the production tab. You don't see this kind of game every day, do you? He's got heaps of gateways over here. He's got a lot of money, and if he can take the space as well, then he will win. Terran just won't be able to beat Protoss with 3 mains. He just runs straight in here, so I don't think I missed a recall. I think he just sent units from here and they just walked across. Anyway, so pressuring this position again. So Terran, annoyingly for Terran fans, is going to have to lift off yet again. Our Arbiters are out and about on the map. A couple of goons engaging here. So where are our Arbiters going to go? Ew, yucky. All the zealots dying to mines, of which there are plenty. The Arbiters are flying. Where are they flying? He's going to try and kill this command center with Arbiter power. I think he's going to get it too. Meanwhile, Terran's pressing the natural, which we'll come back to. So he does get that man. It does actually kill the space. But there's lots of Terran coming back this way. Not a very valuable target, to be honest, especially considering how much snow is producing from up top here. Still making 4 Arbiters at a time. So the supplies are evening out now, and this main of snows is looking in a lot of jeopardy. I don't know what he's expecting to try and do with these Arbiters, except just potentially slow everything down a little bit. Can't get the space up. I don't... Yeah, he does have this as well. So he's got 1 mining base. That's Terran. And Protoss has got 1, 2, 3 mining bases. I think that will matter more in the long run. Pretty much more than anything else. Just the number of mining bases he has. Because he can send units here to counter-attack. Which is what I expect might happen here. So we see a big convergence of units. More stasises. Mass arbiters. Just really divides the army up into bite-sized chunks, I guess. So this source of income, which is the only one that Terran still has going. Just trying to establish that one. Is getting wrecked. He hasn't managed to re-establish this one yet. He's lost a lot of SCVs. I think Snow is going to knock this down. And he can sack this. He's got so much tech up here that it's not going to matter if he loses this main. I think what matters for the Terran is that he's got no mining bases. So, one of the most goofy games you'll probably ever watch. He had at a certain point 14 arbiters, and even that did not matter. I think it's a very good illustration that Protoss vs Terran, it doesn't really matter what you do. Bottom line is, if you have a huge number of bases, Snow is up at 7 mining bases versus the 4 of Terran, and then you're able to use that power to knock down their bases, you can lose your main like he did pretty much here. He had sacked most of this and this. As long as you, when you counter or knocking down the mining bases of a Terran opponent, you will almost always win. Obviously, I don't recommend playing the way that Snow played. You need a lot of skill to make these sort of silly things work, but it just shows that this game is as much about the fundamentals of macroeconomics than anything else. So we'll just come and knock down this remaining mining base, and I reckon that will be that. Fun game. Thank you, Snow. This time you did not disappoint. I wanted you to do something goofy, and you sure did. Much appreciated. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time.